Hey there guys, Skippy here from Skippy6 Gaming, coming to you with a much anticipated tutorial. I was working on my God Vault and I wanted to put one of these in. I don't think I'm going to make an episode for it because I want to do a real tutorial because it is a little complicated. So this is my shot at that. This is a multi-item sorting storage. So as you can see right here, all the melons and the pumpkins are going to go in there. If you go over to redstone, then we have all the repeaters, the torches, the redstone, whatever you want in a chest. You can have as many items in a chest as you want. You can have only one item in a chest if you want. It all goes in here. It does make a little bit of a ticking noise, but I think we could just put a couple items in. It's going to be timed, so you might have to put up with a little bit of that ticking noise, but you can control that after. I'll tell you guys how to do it. But as you can see, those pumpkins are all going to go into pumpkins. Anything that doesn't go into one of these chests, if it doesn't have a home, it's going to end up going over here. Again, nothing is there. So let's just go over to... Let's go over to the vault where I've already made it. I think this is the one that I'm going to be showing you guys the tutorial on. As you can see in the front facade here, I have it where all of these different items are in each of these chests, and then anything that goes through is going to end up in its home chest, just like if you look at, say, meat, all the different items. So rotten flesh, steak, or cooked chicken is all going to end up here. I have to give a shout out. This is a Tango Tech design done from a little while back for PC edition. I did fiddle with it, but I got to give him a big shout out. This is definitely kind of his mastery with the redstone here, and the front facade is kind of what I'm involved in here. I think it looks really cool this way, but just hit up my channel on my channel page. He's in my favorite channels right on the right hand side, and check him out. He's really good at some super advanced redstone tutorials. So on that note, guys, without even waiting any longer, I'm going to jump into this tutorial. So get that pause button ready because this one is a little bit advanced. For this build, you're going to need about a stack of blocks of choice, give or take, depending on how big your wall is. 3 stairs, 32 half slabs, give or take, probably a little bit of less. 12 trap chests, 3 redstone comparators, 1 regular piston, 1 lever, around 21 item frames for the type that I built right here, 12 repeaters, 1 redstone block, 1 sticky piston, 14 regular chests, 1 redstone lamp, 25 hoppers, 17 droppers, and 14 torches. So here we are, guys. This is my God Vault area, but as you can see, we already have some area separated out for our multi-item sorter. As you can see, this is 7 wide and 5 deep and tall. I guess it's actually 4 deep from the ground, 7 wide and 5 long. And we're gonna start out by putting our first thing, which is going to go right on the top here. It's our redstone lamp. Throw that redstone lamp on there. Now let's grab some regular chests. As you can see, we put one there. It's going to be a little bit of a crouch placing going on here for a little bit, and we put a double one there. Let's go back here, and we're just going to start this bad boy going. This chest right here is going to be our input chest, and yeah, the fun with the crouch placing starts now. This is going to be 6 blocks high. As you can see, 6 blocks, and now we're going to get our chests and our trap chests and start to slowly make our ladder. It's going to be 6 double regular chests high, and then we are going to make 6 double trap chests high. Again, we're going to have to be a little bit tricky over here. This is where we're going to end up crouch placing a whole bunch of stuff, doing some funny jumps, but we'll get it up there. Yep, this is exactly what I was talking about right there. I think we're going to have to build ourselves some scaffolding or... tricky business, but again, in survival mode, you make this happen. Long story short, you got to push the left trigger in, and we're going to get it done. Don't worry, I'm just going to build a scaffolding right here. There we go. Perfect. Crouch place up there, good to go. So now, let's go ahead and continue that mayhem on the other side, and now we're going to use trap chests. That way we can put them right next to each other and not worry about it. Hopefully, it will be a lot easier to do now that we have a little bit more room to play with. Let's see if we can get there. Perfect. Right there, right there. And do the same thing on the back. Perfect. No scaffolding needed for that one. Going in right here. There we go. Perfect. So now I think we could probably start making our frame. Start going all the way around. So 6 doubles on the left, 6 doubles on the right. Trapped and regular chests. Build it up. And at this point, you know, you could start building in your wall however you want, but for my purposes, honestly, I'm just going to throw some item frames on there now. Again, you can put however many items you want in each of these chests. Each chest could only have one, so I'm just going to put this to start off. This will set us in the right direction for sure, and get this going right here. So now we're going to go turn around to the other side a little bit and start building up a little bit of our redstone love. So let's go down here. First things first, we are going to be messing with some hoppers. What you're going to do is throw a hopper into the back of every single one of these chests. Again, crouch placing is going to become fun for us, but as you can see, it is not that hard as long as one hopper goes in to each of those chests, whether they're trapped or regular chests. And let's go all the way down. For me, I find that 12 chests is usually enough if I'm splitting them up. I don't think I'm going to expand this. This is expandable. Basically, when it comes out on the other end, you're more than welcome to just bring it right into a whole nother unit. But let's start this thing right now. We're going to start doing our droppers. Okay, so what we're going to do is go ahead, go to the bottom. On the third one there, that's going to be the first start to our dropper mayhem. Again, guys, use droppers. Do not use dispensers. We need droppers here. So put one right there. As you can see, it's on the first empty block right under that hopper there. Notice right next to it. Looks good. And then we're just going to go all the way to the top and put hoppers all the way up to the very top of the build. Once we're up there, crouch place, put one in towards the hoppers, and then put a block for just a second so that we can put a hopper into it and get rid of it. Looks pretty simple. Not too complicated from there moving forward. Now we're going to go do the other side. So the other side is not necessarily tricky. We're basically just going to lower it by one. So as you can see, we used 3 space blocks here. We're going to go all the way to the other side, and we are only going to use 2 and put it down 1 lower than the rest of them. And then see, we're going to have it 1 lower. And then guess what we're going to do? We're going to bust these out, and we're going to do the same thing. Bring all of those droppers all the way up to the top, and then the last one we'll put facing in. Looks good. More crouch placing. This one gets funny too. Crouch placing in, and then we're going to want to do the same thing with the hopper. So let's try doing a little jump around. We're going to have to jump out of there. Put a hopper facing into that block, and then get rid of it. Perfect. So as you can see, we have everything we need that goes up both sides. Now we're going to start getting ready with some of the funky stuff downstairs. So on the left side, we're going to put a hopper going into the bottom dropper. Then we're going to carry that around over to the side. Hopper into that hopper, hopper into that one. And then what we're going to do is swing around the inside and put a hopper facing into that one. Now that we've done that, we're going to go ahead and jump down here and get ready to just put a hopper into that one down. Now that we have that accomplished, let's go back around this side over here and put in a holding block. Our holding block is going to be right there, and then what we're going to do is jump around again, and what we're going to do here is place a hopper into that block as well. So once we've done that, we can go ahead and get rid of it. Now we're cooking with gas. So let's head down to the bottom here, and we're going to start doing a little bit more fun stuff. Making sure we're crouch placing right. We're going to put a dropper. Not like that. Not like that. Oh, it's got to be facing us. One sec. I'm just going to bust out a few stones here. Again, that's why I said don't fall in love with the outside. Sometimes you got to move some stuff around. So there we go. Dropper's facing here. So now what are we going to do? Actually pretty straightforward. This is going to end up being our out. I might just take this whole area out here. This will work better. Get it out of the way. So ultimately with this, what we're going to do is this is the end of the items. So items coming out of this system that don't have a home, this is where they're going to end up. So how we're going to do that is by simply putting a block there, and into there. And then what we're going to do is bring hopper into that guy, hopper into that guy. Again, these are just holding place blocks that don't have to be there. We'll be moving them later. And once we've done that, that's pretty much the end of the items are going to end up there. So let's go back around and let's start getting the main source of stuff coming in. So dropper into that hopper into that bottom dropper, and then bring that hopper into that one. So now we have the items coming from the chest going into that dropper. And let's hook up our power mechanism. So basically we want this lever to turn the system off. We're going to put this here, and then a redstone dust. Now that we've done this, what's going to happen is when we go and put a lever on the other side, when we turn it on, it powers that redstone dust, doing what? Well, it's going to lock that hopper under the chest. So ultimately we will be able to put whatever we want in that chest, and it won't go anywhere because the hopper underneath it is locked when that light is on. So works good, perfect. If you put stuff in there right now, it would go into the hopper, but it would lock in the hopper. It would go down, it wouldn't go into the system, it would stop right there. So now that we've done that, I think we could start doing a little bit more, you know, a little bit of decoration, start making the wall look good. Again, this could be as long as you wanted. You could have 10 items in each chest if you really wanted to. So put the stairs over the chest so that way you can open up your chest, and that's going to be easy. Now let's just get some regular blocks. Again, I like using stone bricks just because they have slabs and stairs and everything that matches, so I find that I like to use those the best. Let's fill up this top right here. And let's start bringing some stuff up maybe. Looks good, we got everything. And let's do these stairs up here. And there we go. So these top chests will open nice. And it's really starting to take shape now. We're going to have to go downstairs and start working on the hardcore redstone stuff really soon. We'll do a few more decorations while we're here just to fancy it up. I like it to look nice, you know. I want to make it look good. So now that we've done that, yep, looks like it's going to be a pretty dope sorting system. We're going to have to get ready because now the fun comes, guys. Now we're going downstairs and we're going to do some redstone love. So on that note, make sure you have everything you need. Let's jump down here and let's start the hullabaloo. This is going to be where the half slabs kick in, and we're going to start by placing half slab right there, but we're going to get rid of that. It's a holding spot. On this half slab coming out of there, we're going to put a comparator, and that comparator is going to come out to a block. Once we go there, we are going to want to bring this guy down. Let's go over here and crouch down a little bit. Bringing the power down is not that difficult. It's just something you got to make sure you don't misplace. So we'll put a block right there. Downstairs. Now we'll start putting some more blocks. Block here, block here. Once that's done, redstone on both of those blocks, and then a torch right there. Okay, so now that we've got that, we're going to throw our one sticky piston in the build right here. This is just going to go up, open up, power up, bring up a block, power there, good to go. So once that's done, a few more blocks in place right here. Throw ourselves a repeater on there, not that way, but that way. And we're going to put a 2-tick delay on that repeater. Go there, two pieces of redstone coming out of that block there. And we are then going to put a block right there. Looks good. Looks like we did most of this part here. This is pretty much the starter of all of the pizzazz. And let's go back in there. You know what? Let's get back into business. Let's not leave there for too long. So now that our power comes out there, we're going to make sure we got our orientation right. So this power right here is what we have to mess with. So basically, guys, what we're going to do right now is, notice I put a sticky piston right there, redstone block, leave a space, and then a regular piston. We are going to be doing a hopper timer. This hopper timer is going to basically, every time it goes, allow the system to put out stuff for a certain amount of ticks. So as you can see right behind the regular piston there, that has to be a regular piston. We put a dust and then a block, and then a block right next to there. Beside each of the pistons, we're going to put a comparator. There and there. And now the last piece of the redstone clock that we're making is a hopper into the ground, a hopper into that hopper, break it out, and then put a hopper into that guy. So now we have successfully made our redstone clock, basically one of the most simplest form of redstone clock. But as you can see, once it starts up, it's going to hit this. This will time for how long the machine ticks, because the ticking is a little annoying. So the better you master this clock, the less annoying ticking is going to be happening. So we'll come back here and we'll put our items in there. Now we're going to build up from this redstone dust right here. Let's extend the redstone first. Then we're going to put a block right here, cut it off. Then we're going to put a torch right here. And I think we're getting it in the right direction. Let's just go over here. Now we're going to really start the half slabs. 4 half slabs out from that block. As you can see, 4 half slabs. And then what we're going to do is jump up here right next to this redstone torch. We're going to put a repeater on the half slab. And then we're going to skip 2 blocks and then put a repeater on the last half slab, which I can't reach. Look at that. Cooking with gas. 2 pieces of redstone dust right in between those 2 repeaters. And now we're good. Now we're going back downstairs for a little more redstone mining time. But we're getting a little bit more enclosed now with this build. There's a little less room for us to get in and out. But as you can see, basically we're half slabbing now. So you got to put a half slab right there. That's one thing I can tell you. You cannot close that block off. And then you could put a full block right here if you really wanted to cover that last hole. Again, as long as there's a half slab in that block that I just placed, then we're good. In essence, it doesn't even have to be a half slab. It could be a transparent block of any sort. Let's go back downstairs and finish wiring this guy right here. Let's throw a block in right there with... No, you know what? I think I'm going to have to move that up 1. So let's get rid of that guy, move that block up 1. I think, yep, 1 up, and then throw a torch on that guy right there. Perfect. So now we just got to extend a little redstone from there over here. Go ahead, place a block, cover in there. Then we're going to keep going. Go ahead, throw a torch on the back side of that block. Then what we're going to do is put redstone dust there, and then get ready because take a repeater out of there. This one has to be a full repeater delay, so 4 ticks delay on that repeater, and then we start covering it up with a redstone, with a block of choice in front and a block of choice on top. Perfect. So we're going to throw another redstone torch, guys. Again, if you get lost, just pause it, guys, follow the video, throw a redstone torch right there. Perfect. A little bit more love coming right here. We're just going to have to drop down a little bit more redstone dust right there. And we're going to now just carry redstone from right here. Throw a redstone torch right next to the piston. And then let's just carry our redstone power over to the other torch over there very easily by placing redstone right here. Nope. Right there. Here. And then move to the right. You do not want those redstone signals touching each other, so notice how we went over 1. Then we're just going to put a block here and bring it right up. Perfect. So now, you know what, guys, I can mostly say we're most of the way done out of the bottom here. Yeah, we're just going to pretty much start doing our half slabs now. So as you can see here, half slab right on the side of those hoppers. There you go. And then bring it around. There, and you're good. So basically what you're going to do right here is get your repeaters out. We're just going to do a ladder, but repeater there, grab dust and put it along all 4 of these. So now we're going to build it up, but we're going to build it up in a little bit of a unique way, the same type of thing, except on these rows here we're going to start with our half slabs, and we're going to grab our half slabs and start them up a little bit. We're going to go up a little bit, I think. We just got to take a moment in time to make sure we do the right thing. I think we're going to be putting it right there. Yeah, right in line, right there. Okay, so now we start with half slabs right there. Go ahead, and on the corners, half slabs too, but in the middle, where I just busted out, these are going to be full blocks. These have to be full blocks to make it work. Look at that. Good to go. Repeater leading into the dropper, another one, and redstone dust on the back 4. As you can see, we're just going to follow this pattern up after putting our torches inside on the full blocks. 1, 2. So let's do our best to carry this all the way up to the top. Let's just start. Put that guy there. Nope. See, fail. This guy here, half slab, half slab. Nope, fail again. Half slab, half slab. And repeater. Dust. Look at that. Now we got a little bit more to go. Let's keep on going up. Start by placing your blocks just on top of the redstone. Amateur hour here, guys. Block, block. Slab, slab. Again, as you can see, guys, if you need to pause the video, it'll be much easier to follow. Right here. Repeater, repeater. 4 dusts along the backside. And there you go. So the one thing you guys got to make sure not to forget, we got to make sure that we put our torches in. As you can see, I forgot to put those torches in there. Let's go down and make sure every single block has a redstone torch. Torch, torch, torch. We need those. That's going to be locking and popping our hoppers. So now that we've done this, we got just on the very top here, guys, don't do the half slabs. Just do the full blocks on top of them and throw those redstone torches right here. We will probably be bringing half slabs up there. You know what? Go ahead. Bring those 3 right there. 1, 2, 3. Perfect. So now what we got to do, guys, is bring the redstone power from the bottom all the way up the side of this ladder. So it's pretty easy. It's not that difficult to do. Grab yourself your block of choice and start from on top of this torch right here in the corner. Once you put that block right on top of that torch, perfect. Then all you got to do is start building your power up right there. You're going to go up to this guy right here. Those blocks unnecessary, we could get rid of them. They were just placeholders. Now we're going to start our ladder. Notice where that half slab leads to, half slab beside the repeater, and then to the top of that guy right there. Bang. So now that that's done, we're going to put this guy all the way up on those 2 hoppers and that half slab, and then on these 2 blocks leading back to the first 4. Now that that's done, guys, this is where the half slab mayhem comes into play. All half slabs, guys, don't mess around. Half slab here right next to this guy, this guy. Once you've done that, you could just do the whole way up to the top because it does have to carry. Might as well put one right there and right there too. Now that we've done this, as you can see the distance we have between them, let's go down here and grab our half slab and start making a ladder. There is so much crouch placing in this one. So basically, I'm going to go from the top to the bottom because basically in between each one on the tops of the bottom dropper, right there, you're going to throw your stairs. And there's a perfect zigzag ladder right there. Go ahead and throw redstone dust on all those bad mammer jammers and bring the signal up. Right there. Perfect. Make sure we do it right though. It's always good. Always make sure you do it right. No, don't open it. Okay, go down. Okay, put this guy here. Down 1. Keep going. Almost there, guys. We're getting a lot of the stuff done that we have to do. So now that we've done that, guess what's going on? You know what? We just forgot one little thing. I'm going to jump right over here. As you can see, the one challenge I have is this comparator that's coming out of that bottom dropper starts the whole system. We didn't put dust right here. Don't forget that dust. That dust is key to start the whole entire system. I just realized I left it out earlier, but remember, I'm dancing around it. That's where you need to put. That last piece of dust is going to get this whole thing going. And then you know what, guys? We're pretty much ready to go. This whole system is ready to operate. The only thing you have to do now, guys, is as you can see, I've separated these out and I've put gravel in the top, or cobble in the top, dirt in the bottom. So in order to make these chests, as of right now, they're going in the top because the other chests haven't been filled. So in order to make this chest hold multiple items, you're going to see what I'm doing here. I'm going to time lapse it because it takes a fair amount of time and I don't want to waste your guys' time because it's already like a half-hour tutorial. So basically, you need to fill every slot of the chest with one of the item you want. So as you can see here, I have flowers, red flowers, yellow flowers. So I want to put both of them in there. So I'm going to go ahead and do that and say both of these items are in this chest. Bang. So now I'm going to fill up all the slots with either red or yellow flowers. For this case, I'm going to put a whole entire half a chest of red and a half a chest of yellow. From now on, at this point on, moving forward, anytime a red or yellow flower tries to go by this chest, the chest is going to instead suck it up and take it in because it is one of the items the chest holds. Whereas rather, a piece of cobblestone would go right by because there is nowhere for it to go in the chest. This chest could hold 3, 4 different items as long as every single spot in the chest is accounted for with at least one of each block. As you can see, I'm doing it for wood or iron right now. Again, there could be food, rotten flesh, whatever you want, but as you can see, until the first chest is filled with stuff, the items will go. So as you can see, once I'm done this and I've separated this out, so this one here, all one item, just bricks, doesn't matter, you could put them all in there. So now what will happen is the end chest is now going to be the first one on the top right because I haven't filled it with anything. So as long as you fill up all of these chests with at least however many items you want, all the items will end up going to the end here, to the chest on the floor that you see right there. However, if there's the right side of chests aren't filled, the items are going to stop at the top right there. So I'm going to go ahead and put a few more item frames. Again, this is something that you know, it depends what you want to put into it. It could look good. You know, you could go all out. I like stone and blocks, but this thing is super handy to build. It does take a little bit of patience and time. The one thing I will do here is I most likely am going to continue filling these guys up. And I think what I did right here wrong is I need to go in the back. Let's just go around here, make sure we did this right. And there you go. As you can see, the one thing I will tell you right now is I think I actually managed to edit it is in your hoppers underneath this build, in your hopper timer, what you need to have is 1 stack of items. Any items you want. It could be clay, it could be dirt, it could be whatever you want. It doesn't even matter if it's in the system or not. Basically, that's how we operate this hopper timer, is basically by placing 1 stack of items in one of the hoppers downstairs. So after you've done that, now go ahead and fill up the wall here. Make it look pretty. You can do whatever you want. Oh, let's see. Stairs. We got some stairs going. Nope, not like that. There we go. Wow, it's stormy out, so keep going. And again, a lot of the work with this, guys, I know the ticking is a little bit annoying, but it isn't that bad actually. As soon as you walk 16 blocks away, you don't hear it anyway. But you know, it's what you got to put up with. Again, you can just lock some of these up if you wanted to. Let's go down here, keep this building up. We can make it look pretty. Going down, do some chiseled stone blocks. But make sure, guys, like I said, follow this video. Just pause it when you need to pause it, but make sure that your hopper timer has 1 stack of 64 items in it. That was something that I went by. I'm pretty sure I went by. Let's pretty up the ground here. So don't forget, guys, if you like these extra long, super difficult tutorials, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe to my channel. Don't forget as well to share this video on social media with your friends. It sure would be a wicked thing for you to do and help my channel grow. If you want to watch, you know what I'll do? I'm going to throw some episodes of the God Vault here that I'm in the middle of making. I'm going to throw an episode up in the eye in the top right hand corner of the screen. We'll help you find that, and you can see how I make all of these different item sorters and things like that. So on that note, guys, thanks a lot for tuning in as per usual, and I'll catch you on the next video.